So, good day, good afternoon, maybe good night, Miss Dewi and friends that are watching. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Subiakto. My NEU is 454401, and today I'm gonna present the ACL cases that is given to us in form of our final exam. So, these ACL cases let me read it first. So we must follow the instruction and answer all of the required questions below. And then we will show our work by recording and uploading it to YouTube. And we are also required to document it and give our comment regarding the findings on Microsoft Word. So the data or file used for the following tasks are located in sample project.scl that accompanies the SCL itself. So the first one, maybe the first question is the account receivable table. So the first question is to test the accuracy of sales price in invoice by a company by comparing the data from sales transaction and inventory list document and view your findings include result from ACL and comment on the result. So so let's so we will join the transaction and inventory. By doing that, we need click data and then the join tables, and which we select inventory, and then primary keys we select. And the request should be same with after checking product number. So we will join. So let's head on from the first part. So uh, we click on the transaction. We join the transaction inventory. But to join the tables, and then select inventory, primary keys. So the primary keys and the secondary keys should be the same. It's product number, and then the secondary keys is product number. Okay. So the primary fields, product number, sorry. Okay, let's double check it. And then the primary fields, we will need to the product number and the first amount, because the question said in invoice quantity also. And we click OK. In the secondary fields, we will need the sales price. Wait, let me check for it. Sales price and unit cost. So don't forget to pre-sort the secondary table, and the name for it is join underscore trans underscore inventory. Okay, as we can see that there are product number and then invoice amount, the quantity, sales price, and the unit cost. So according to this, the sales price should be equal to the sales price should be equal to the invoice amount divided by the quantity. But just looking by at this, it seems that flash price times the quantity is more than 41.93. It might be like 49 and above. So how do we fixate it, or maybe how do we see it? So we need to check whether the invoice amount is created by the coding the unit cost time quantity like the formula. So we right click at columns, expression, then we select, we'll choose the unit cost times uh, inventory quantity times unit cost. Okay, okay. So it is actually correct that the invoice amount is divided by not according to the sales price times unit cost, but for the invoice amount cost is unit cost times the quantity. So to check for the accuracy, this can be stated as incorrect because the invoice amount or the amount that given to the customer that the customer needs to pay or the company charge to the customer is equal to the unit cost. So in here, the company may not going to receive any profit because their cost and revenue is equal. The invoice amount should be created according to the sales price, who have the total difference, and then times the quantity. And this happens not only to the first product number 01 to 01, but we have, as we can see in this column, it's not in this order, but uh, on this all columns it's the same problem, and we need to be check it. We need to check it. So here's the conclusion for the joint inventory for the number one. So let's put it in here. It's my findings. Then move on to the second part, the feature. So in the second part, this is using join filter, create a view from data in both the account receivable. So in number two, using the join feature, create a view from data in both the AR customer files. They show customer details, the name and address for private transactions with abnormal, positive amount values, and we will document our findings, including the screenshot from the ACL and comment on the results. So let's head on to the ACL. So we go on to the AR, and then data join tables. Same as pretty much the same as before, but we choose the customer. See. Okay. For the primary case, after checking, so we need to click the customer number, and secondary case also customer number, and the primary fields we select. So if we need positive transaction to show transaction means that we need the transaction amount. So we select the transaction amount. In the secondary fields, we use customer zip code, customer name first. So the address, like the street address, city, state, and zip code. So there is a complete address. And don't forget to pre-sort, like always. We will name it join So as we can see here, this is the join of accounts receivable and the customer. As we can see, there is a transaction amount, the name of the company, the state address, the city, state, ship. So the question is to need only the positive amount in the view. So we need to what we need to do is we need to filter the table. So we need to filter the table. So we need to click this, and then we see transaction amount should be bigger than equal to bigger to zero. This is the result. Okay, using the filter, the tools that filter amount bigger equal to zero, we see. So the as we can see the table here in the view version, we show that the transaction amount is already all in the positive number. Okay. So we need to analyze. Then we're moving on to the reports. So we did okay before. So because we filter it from positive amount, and then we look at this amount, and then we see that there is 610 from 770 records because we filter it on the positive side. So if we want to see it again, we need to certify. Then certify on amount. Okay, minimum should be 0. Exit positive. Maximum is no. Then we're free. We're free. Okay, so the result is also the same. When we saw the count, the total is 110. The percent off can 100%, percent off field 100%, the section amount 526.678.05. So the minimum encounter was 0.0 and the maximum encounter was the for 5.549.119. So as you can see, pretty much the same. So what is the comment on this one? So I think the other half, the other 773 70 mesh standard is 160 records is negative, and to check whether it is accurate 60 negative, the auditor can perform the same one but using a different filter. So in here maybe they're using the filter previously, this one. They may be like less bigger than 0. So if they want to check it, like they maybe click less bigger than 0, then it will be all in negatives. So then we need to check the other one, the cost variable. Okay, in the accounts payable. So the number one is we need to open the accounts payable transaction purchase, file certify it on the quantity field, print the last result window, and comment on the action to be taken by the auditor. So we need to go to the accounts payable. Okay, we need to analyze, certify, and certify on, choose quantity. The minimum should be 0, and the maximum plus quantity is positive, so could be lower than 0, so must be bigger than 0. The maximum is just like 999. So 9999. Why I choose 999? Because hopefully there is no count records bigger than 9999. Free. And then output, don't forget to screen. We click OK. Okay, so for the total is 102 for records, 635. So there is a what I call it certification of quantity, like 0, 99, 97, and so on and so on. And the total is the total, so you can see here. And then we can see the minimum encountered was 1 and the maximum encountered was 8,499. So I think as we can see here, the total for the quantity is 37,107 with a total of 102 count of records. So to check this, we can see whether there are false in the quantity as mentioned before. The minimum encounter was 1 because we put the 0 as a minimum, but here the counter is 102. So maybe we could also try the so maybe count records. But never mind. So there is a count record right here. So for the second one, using the relation feature, so don't forget to screenshot it with this part. Screenshot it. Nah, okay. So using the second question. Okay, I will fix it later. I'm sorry. So using the relation or join feature, create a view of data from MP trends and payroll test paycheck. Oh, so in number 2, using the relation feature, create a view from data in both the comparable trends, purchase, and inventory files that show product details like the product description and quantity on hand. Print the view and comment on the results. So we need to get back to the ACL. It is similar to the join tables, but the tables. Okay. Pretty much the concept is uh, pretty much the same as join tables, but it's more flexible in terms. So what we need to do is we need to add table. We select inventory. So we need to find the same fields to relate between the two. So as we can see here, files have product number. we uh, then we click finish. Now in AP trans we can add information from the inventory files. So the information that is as maybe the column size or the product description or the quantity on hand. So okay, so we'll try it. So we just right click and as like the first number, back then we select that columns and then say inventory like we because of what we do uh, back then we could select three options inventory. We could the available fields we select inventory product description here and inventory I think inventory quantity on hand. So select OK. So we can see here that the product description and quantity on hand now can be viewed. Well, before the app runs, an inventory is on the different file. Therefore, this could not happen without using the relationship table. So the relationship table pretty much process is similar to the tables, but it is more flexible and I think it is more usable than the join tables we often use to create more such thing as a relation. So we will okay then thing screenshot it, report it. Okay. So move on to the next part, the payroll. The payroll and the first one we need to open the employee master file table and test for duplicates for the employee records. So and it's we need to prepare a last resort report that identifies anomaly or potential error, and then bring the report and comment like the previous one. So we need to go to the in here. Okay. Yes. Okay, we need to first one search for duplicates. So look for duplicates. For this one, I think I want to add all first just to make sure. Uh, then so output is screen. So as I am testing. So with all of the records, we see that there are zero duplicates detected. But just to make sure, we look for duplicates. So in the employee master, maybe we have um, same phone number, maybe, but maybe we have the different here, like that's it, like random testing. So there are pretty much 10 duplicates. However, I think this is not um, something that is dangerous for our company. So 10 duplicates, like blah 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 blah. And we have people with different phone number and same birthday, same address, and same bonus, as we can see here. Like, let me show it. Submission, submission. So maybe we need to like move on to the payroll to join tables. So what we need to do is join table and the MS or the employee master primary keys. Both need to file have the employee number. Click like usual. Pretty much both have to be the same. So employee number set of fields, and then primary fields check number. Say check number to see the payroll and the employee number. This will be the same left and right. We need to, I think we need to edit all in the right field. Let me recheck it first. So I think we need to try it, free subject and the table and write win and underscore and payroll. I already pre-sort secondary table, so like, yeah, let's check it first. Let's check it one more time, just to make sure. So we have employee number, uh, we have the check number, employee number, address, birth date, the bonuses, the city for the employee, and the country code, commission, and the country. So and education level, employee number, first name, date hire, job description, last name, paper period, phone number, my phone number. So click data is the process. Join the tables again. So, check number. Okay. Because in here, I think in here we also have, I'm sorry, last name, first name, and then the employee number. Resort, so underscore employee underscore payroll. Okay, right. So this is more simple, but I just finished my sheet. So as we can see it more clearer. So as we can see here, the first name, employee number, work department, check number. So the total records, 42 records, and then and comparing it to the payroll, 44 records. So there is additional, uh, there are additional paying, I think. So as we can see here, this is in the payroll 44 and the flag master only 42. So we need to check that in look for duplicates. So we need to analyze, we look for duplicates and duplicates on and we click employee number. Yes, don't forget to screen. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry. Here. So in here we need to analyze, look for duplicates employee number. Okay, list of fields at all. As you can see, there are one duplicates detected. The number of this the employee that name 00032 and the first name is Oscar Pierce, and the check number is in sequence as we can see. Check number 1376 and the check number 12377. This this is a one finding. So this maybe could lead to a fraud. There is no way in a normal company, on a formal company, the executive team allows same employee to work in two different working departments. So maybe I will do print screen. I'm sorry, I'm sick. So pretty much Oscar received two salaries from two different departments in a certain period of time with same employee number, as we can see here. Moving on to the last part, the inventory tables. So as we can see here, we need to certify the amount data, and A, run the certified comment on value, a comment on value. B, which of the numbers will be of interest to an auditor. So we need to create the inventory. We need to click certify. Here we go. Click value. The minimum is, wait, so the minimum is minus 999. I'm no 999. Interflash and free in the, okay, okay. And then as you can see here, there is a total of minimum encounter minus 10,167, maximum encounter with 100.8 1,000.800. So there is inventory value at cost, the count, percent of field inventory value at cost, the total count of 105, 152, 100%, 100%. So so I think from what I found, this auto number would be of an interest to an auditor. I don't really understand. I don't really understand by the version of the amount. So for the inventory value at cost for the 5,099 here, 000. So there is should be no interest here. So the auditor could not find anything from here. But we have the most con basically the most is in here 75. So as you can see here, this is the most con from the inventory that I was certifying. So I think the one should be on the interest is this one, the 75. The lowest is the 0,000, lowest and highest. I think that's it. Thank you for listening to my final exam presentation. I hope you all have a good day and enjoy listening to my presentation. Thank you. Before I finish it, maybe I want to screenshot it and put it on this. Here. Okay. Thank you for listening. May you all have a good day. Thank you.